Oh no.
Ash.
I don't want to look at it.
That's for you, KJ. I hope you find someone to wear it. That'll make you guys proud. I love you guys and I want nothing but good things for you, okay? Thank you for being my family. Up until now.
Ash, please.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you.
What am I supposed to do when it is your fucking ship and you let other people throw you overboard, man? I can't help that. That's why I'm sad, because there was a dream that I had and, you know, she was a part of it. Am I sad about it? Yeah, I was. Do I care now? No, I don't.
Yeah.
For me, this is why I am not. This is why I'm not the best leader sometimes, Reggie. Okay, because for me, I remember the memories that I have with people and the shit that we've done. So for me, the respect I have for Ash and just giving back shit like what you did is something that I would do, because I actually value the shit that she's always helped me and Seaside with, right?
I got a call. 2 clowns down here. Anyone know what's going on?
Give us a second. Serious talk, buddy.
Oh, okay.
One second. You get what I'm saying, bro? I like, yeah. For like dude. You see, say. I don't even. I don't even know what I want personally. I just want some time to accept everything, absorb everything, digest it, and just be like, all right. As long as you're happy, you know what I'm saying?
Like, so nice and inclusive and sweet, and like, this is like the first time in a long time that I've actually like looked forward to waking up and, you know, being around.
Good, that's what it should be. Yeah, that's how it should be.
Like, the grass wasn't just greener, it's like a fucking beautiful ass garden. I tell you what. Like,
good.
It's crazy, man.
Good. That's how it should be.
I didn't realize how bad things were until I stepped away to look back.
You are like one of the most important people in the city. I don't know how else to put it. It's like that time when we were on the racetrack and you said you wanted to give up on ooh and stuff. It's ridiculous, man. You're far too important. You know, like for everybody. I'm sorry, like, you need to be honest with yourself and know how important you are, man. You know, that's like some of the stuff that you're saying right now is like me saying that I'm not important to Seaside, man. And I know that's not fucking true. And when you say it about yourself, that makes me go a bit loco, man. Like, that's really not fucking. That's really untrue about you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Bodhi and Ivan are great, but a Seaside would survive without them. I don't think it'll be the same without you. So I don't know how much you value that what I just said there, you know?
I don't think it'd be the same if anyone left.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, Ash, like, why do I always have to remind you? Like, one of the reasons I made Seaside, why we made Seaside, is because of you.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't have left the Vagos if it wasn't for you. What are you talking about? When I left the Vagos, I asked you if it was the right thing for me to do, and you said you support me all the way. You thought it was a good idea. What do you mean?
I didn't know that.
What do you mean you didn't fucking know that? I asked you what name to come up for the goddamn crew.
Yeah, and then we didn't know what to do for ages. And then it took too long and we got stuck with Seaside.
Exactly. And the reason I didn't...
Well.
Yeah, and the reason I didn't mind doing it is because we were all together. You already know how everybody feels. Like honestly, like if you wanted to shut everything down, you have the power to do so, and I think everybody would know what's going on. Just I think when you find yourself in these moments where you feel like shit and you don't know if you're important or not, you feel like there's a lack of fucking purpose. Just imagine Seaside with no Ash and Uwu not existing. The city wouldn't be the same, man. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be the same. Okay.
Okay.
The biggest difference between us and Rust, can I tell you what it is?
Brains.
No. I have
Money.
you and I have KJ. He doesn't have anyone. You get me? You don't understand how much power you have, Ash. You have to accept who you are and do what you want to do. Because there is a reason you are at the top. You are not a follower. People are waiting to follow you. If you tell them that you want to do something, they will. And if they don't adjust to you, then they are the problem. This is your gang. It's not the other way around. Do not make yourself the outcast or the outsider in the fucking ship you fucking built. You get me? This is... when it comes to me and you, Ash, the only thing that makes me feel sad is generally when you ask me for that assurance. Because I have told you from the beginning, that shit fucks me up in the head. Because you are the one person that could probably get away with anything. It's been fun today. I think, you know what? I feel like we need more days like this where we're just chilling out. You know what I mean? It's so nice. For me, at least. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
how
think
you
so
feel
too.
about it.
I'm happy.
Me too. I just want you to know that sometimes when I say shit like, you're important to me, you're important to Seaside, you and KJ, this, that, you know, sometimes I know when things are shit, it's hard to believe. And it sounds a little bit weird. But I do believe in that, okay? What I'm saying to you. And if you ever got a problem, I always hope that it's something that we can fix, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you know, when you have a bad conversation or you have a bad time with one of the boys, sometimes I feel like, you know, I just want to step in and fix it. But at the same time, one thing that people don't realize, Ash, can I tell you like something before I go to the meeting?
Yeah.
It might feel like Seaside are so far in progression that we shouldn't be having these problems. But no. We're still a young crew. And the only difference is we're just really good at what we do. Whether it comes to banks or clapping these gangs or whatever it is, we've been lucky. We've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? But there's still some stuff where, like, me as a leader, I got so much shit to work on because there's so many things, you know, and it's just not good enough. And, like, I hope you don't take offense to this, but, like, people like you and KJ who are, like, leaders too, there's so much that you guys got to work on as well. And sometimes when problems come up, I just want to let you guys experience it all and try to work it out. And, you know, like, just like when KJ told me about the shit that happened between you and him, I said, well, you guys need to be able to fucking sort your own shit out too, because that's the most important thing, right? We take care of the fucking school when, you know, it's in session. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's why I try to talk about it right away.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's obvious that there's a little bit of a clash there. Personalities got butted heads, and listen, the two of you can say some of the meanest shit that anybody can take. And when you're throwing it at each other, it can start getting a little bit nasty. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't trust anybody else more than you guys, right? That's just facts. Like, no matter what you guys do, like, to me, there's just no Seaside without you guys. And I might as well just fucking make a whole ass other crew if the two of you can get along, or if we can have what we have right now with all the OGs we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not the same, okay? But I hope
You're
things.
so sweet, Benji.
No.
Aw.
I'm serious because I want things to improve for you guys. It's not easy, man. Because like when KJ tells me that he doesn't know how to handle something, or when you tell me that you don't feel respected or you don't feel like you're a part of things, that's my fault too. Because they keep on talking about this shit. Like fucking, I was having a conversation with KJ yesterday, and he's saying stuff like, when I'm not around, just like you, when I'm not around, some of the boys just go to sleep, or they're not doing the same things again. But that's the thing, right? I didn't want to build Seaside just for fucking me. You know what I mean? Like, this is for everybody. This is for all of us, especially the ones that started it. And I just feel like it's time that at least you and KJ, and at the very least you, know that this is yours too. You know what I'm saying? This shit is actually yours. This is not like people. You should not ever be sad by KJ, by other people, because, like, first of all, KJ has your back no matter how stupid he talks. He will do whatever it takes for you, even if he is the most insensitive fuck that we know. And all the boys have to listen to you because you're their fucking boss. And I told the same thing to fucking KJ. Like, it's so hard to see two people that I rely on the most to be fucking fighting about the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's not valid. I'm just saying that in general, okay? And please, if anything ever happens in the future and you feel sad or whatever, you just make sure you talk to me, okay? And I'll do what I can.
Okay.
But don't be mad at me as well if I'm not instantly stepping in, because, we're all developing here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
The thing that worries me a lot too about like having new members and more people is because this might sound like I'm talking shit, but I feel like I can't handle it, man. Like I don't think I can make sure that everybody's okay. And it makes me feel like shit when I gotta depend on you guys and force you to take them out. Like when I was talking to KJ and you and Chico and Reggie yesterday, it's like I'm changing the things that you guys are doing, right, so that we can hold Seaside stronger. And I just feel like I personally fucking think it's so many people. I get worried that it's not that I want to give them stuff to do, but it's more like when I'm in the city, I always want Seaside to be doing something, and I want it to be not necessarily what everybody else can do, but doing more than everybody else. Like, I like it when right now I know the boys are doing a bank. I know that they can do Polito. I know that they can do the vault. I know they can do a method. I just like that kind of feeling, man. I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta depend on us though. Like, that's what we're here for. And if you don't, then you're gonna break. And if you break, all of us are gonna.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Ash, right now, like, you and KJ are just too important, like, for a lot of this shit. Like, I'm not gonna. I always feel awkward with the two of you forcing you to do something, but like, you guys are the mainstays, And as I said, like, I hope you understand. Like, I'm not trying to make you guys babysit anybody or anything like that. But my major point is like, who do I like in Seaside? Who do I want people to be more like? And I would say, okay, obviously it's Ash and KJ, because otherwise they wouldn't be the fellow leaders. Ash, I want to tell you something, okay? Because I heard what happened. Han called me up earlier and he told me that you were mad at him because I think Hydra told you what was going on.
Yeah, they said you were making fun of me.
Yeah. You see, I want to tell you something, okay, Ash? The conversation that they heard was, in fact, not about you, but Han was actually making fun of the way JJ talks. And Han was trying to explain what JJ said to you in the conversation about, why you cooking with Hydra and shit like that, right?
Oh,
And
I screamed at JJ.
yeah, that's what they heard, right? And Han was telling me that he was panicking and shit like that, wanted me to rush down here. I didn't rush down here because I knew that you were with Brian Knight, and if there was ever a time for me to take care of some stuff, it would be right there then, so that I don't necessarily have to go to the jail as well, right?
Yep.
So now I'm here. I'm sorry I didn't come down straight away, but I hope you understand that. Ash, I just wanna.
That's okay.
I do want to say something though, okay? Because I did. Did they tell you how they got pressed earlier for some reason?
Yeah, they said that they were cranky.
Yeah, Ash. I mean, listen, okay. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? And I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I don't want you to snap at me or get mad at me because I'm just trying to handle the situation the way I can, okay?
Okay.
I'm very happy that you managed to achieve a goal. I don't want to take that away from you. You've done it. I don't want to be angry or whatever it is, but I've been trying a lot not to bring it up because I don't want to put a damper on what you like to do, especially when you're chilling out with your friends and whatnot. And it's obvious that Hydra are your friends. You know what I mean? Like I can put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? I can put two and two together. Like the other day, we were chilling at doing some stuff. I see you with them, and I understand the vibe, and I completely get it. Who am I to judge? I used to go out and while I was with my gang, I would do jobs with Dundee. I would do jobs with X, and and they were not necessarily favorites from my fucking crew. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. Okay. However, I do want to mention that when they overheard a conversation between me and Han, all they probably heard was the word Hydra. Okay. And Miguel came out of the block saying, "Talk to me to my face if you want to talk some shit, bitch." And I went inside. I said, "Okay, I'll talk to you to your face." And then Flippy starts going off, going mental. They're talking about taking sprays from Seaside and shit because we'd lose a war and shit like that. I'm a bitch made motherfucker and all this shit. So I'm not saying that, I don't mind handling that, Ash, okay? I don't mind handling that. But there's too many, I don't know how to say it. I'd be lying to myself if I wasn't worried about you. You know what I mean? Because I've seen this before. I've seen the way they do things. This is typical snaking. This is what I do as well, And I wouldn't put it beyond them to make a call that whenever you feel the shittiest with Seaside, they probably make you feel the most at home. But I just want to remind you this, okay? These are the guys, Ash, yeah. From just hearing a single word, they shat on Seaside. They tried to big dick us all over again, bringing up how they're taking sprays and all this shit. And I was genuinely not even pressed. I wasn't talking about nothing. Literally talking about why you're in jail. Han literally said Ash was cooking with Hydra and now they got caught and she's inside. And that's all they heard and they got pressed. Okay? Not only that, okay? The boys like Axel, he in the car, he told us that, he got pressed by them a little bit. They were bringing up how you want to fuck with Hydra or whatever like that. There's just too many fucking signs that are pointing towards something not good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always going to be a little bit weird with Hydra, And I hope you understand, I'm not trying to defend anybody because before that shit just happened, before Miguel came out and Felipe started talking about fucking wars and all this shit out of fucking nowhere, I was actually going to talk to JJ and tell him to calm the fuck down. But then, what they did just reminded me of the things that they've already done and the fact that, even fucking Julian got snaked, man. You know, I don't like bringing it up, and I don't want to talk about it again. You know, I don't want to. It's difficult, Ash. You know, I hope you get that. Like, I understand that they might be the friends that you want, the friends that you want to chill out with, but I also hope that you understand that people like myself and JJ, especially after the shit that they did today, isn't like fucking. You know, we're not blind. You know, we also got feelings too. You know what I'm saying? Right? I had a conversation with Ash off stream, obviously, and Bash, Benji, and Ash, the couple, will no longer be a thing moving forward from today. And there's a few reasons to it, and we both feel like it's healthier for us as streamers and for our communities. And number one, honestly the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that triggered the shit out of us is the viewers have been simply too invested in Bash. There are too many heavily invested viewers that are getting pressed on a daily basis, and we don't like it. You know, it's not enjoyable. Also, the thing is, it's very obvious that even as me, as Lysium, as Benji, I can't even have a conversation with the opposite sex without things getting awkward for many viewers and people fucking slandering the shit out of both characters if they decide to do something.
Character?
Hacks are hard, and if
There
you
was no
fail them, you're
issues.
fucked.
Well, there
so it
wasn't
sounds
any
a bit
current
like
issues.
VAR.
There wasn't a fight.
It's a little
There wasn't
bit
any
like
reason
VAR,
to end it in
except
The
character.
guards and then having
If
to
it
act
wasn't
in
for
order.
clueless
I
chatters
think the
chatting
guards are
cluelessly
easier than
constantly,
VAR, that not as
it would have kept
scuffed,
going probably.
but
Like,
the
I was
hacks are
never gonna
definitely
end
harder
it.
'cause it's a different
I don't
range, because
think that
some of
Benji
them
would
are
have
like what
ever
Bodhi can do,
ended
some
it.
of them
It
are like
probably
what
would
I
have
can
just
do,
kept
you know?
going forever.
Mhm.
So it's been
Okay.
fucking fun as fuck, man.
So that's why it's
Yeah,
sad, I
sounds
guess.
Pretty fun, man. Pretty fun.
Yeah. Well,
You hate to let the chatters
try
win,
to
but
hold back your tears
you
for a
know,
little bit while we try to finish it for the first time.
I'm
okay?
glad.
It's
I
all
mean,
good,
Lysium
man.
said this as well, but like, I'm glad that
Because
things didn't end on a
if you fail, fucking,
sour
bro,
note.
if you fail
'Cause
5 times, it's
it
all
would've
over.
just
The
been
whole shit
Yo.
blows up.
awful.
I think it's
We taking
5. I
that
don't
far?
know if that's the number. Is it 5?
Yeah, I think it might be 5 because
I
I had at
think it's
least
5 too.
2. You had at least 3 because you
I
tried
failed-
it once each.
I
The
failed
thing
the
that will
chest and I
suck,
failed the grid once.
ending
once
it
each.
because of
I
OOC
failed
stuff,
the-
like with chatters chatting cluelessly.
Thing twice,
The
and
thing
yeah,
that
I
will
failed
suck
the
with that
grid
is,
twice, and I
Oh, and you
If
failed the
it
chest once.
doesn't
Okay, that's
stop.
5. Yeah, it's 5.
yeah.
and then it's like,
Yeah.
well, shit, man. We ended something great,
Yeah, we up top. We're up top.
and it's
Yeah.
still bad. You know what I mean? Honestly, let's be honest here. Benji and I were broken up for fucking weeks and months before we actually broke up, and now all of a sudden that there's this whole fucking issue. Let's start fucking twatting out about it. Let's get a new goal for Benji because clearly the last one was an issue.
No.
Hell,
That
maybe
was-
she can fill my shoes. Maybe she can start a business and give us all money and cars and apartments and shit. Hell, maybe this one will work out. You know, maybe Benji can get his 7 goals for every day of the week, and maybe, you know, if there's 7 of them, maybe they'll amount to even 1% of what I am. And why I constantly have to prove my loyalty to a family that I helped to start.
You don't
'Cause
have
I
to
tell
prove
you
anything
what,
to us.
It's just pushing me away. I'm sick of the comments. I'm sick of the side eye. And I don't like it. I don't want to be part of it anymore.
I kept calling Miguel and Flippy. None of them answered, but they keep tweeting. Right after I called.
They keep what?
They kept twatting right after I called them, so they had their phones on them. And they were holding Reed.
Yeah, I get it.
And then I hear that Ash has been hanging out with Hydra during and talking to them and seeing them. What am I supposed to do, man?
You know, Ash, I want to tell you something, okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're doing jams with people, even if it's Hydra, just remember you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know?
What do you mean?
No, I just wanted to say, not that anybody you brought it up. I just want you to know that it's okay to be doing jams with whoever you want to fucking do it with. Yeah, I get it too. I get that too.
So yeah, I mean, to me, I'll be honest, Benji.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Let's talk about it again later, okay?
I have no trust for Ash. I'll say it. Ash is dead to me.
Jesus Christ.
You better fucking watch your back when you get out of here, pussy.
What did you just say?
What I said was,
Wait, who
you
said
better
that?
fucking watch your back when you fucking get out of here, you fucking pussy piece of shit bitch. Honestly, the fact, Benji, by the way, that you would listen to that shit goes to show what kind of a fucking leader you are as well. You're gonna fucking listen to this
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
loser say that shit about me when I'm supposed to be leading with you? It's appalling.
Hey, can someone tell me who won?
And you fucking wonder why I talk to other
OTT.
people and have friends outside?
That's right.
And you fucking
Another
wonder
W
it's
for
because of
OTT.
people like this absolute loser here.
Mm.
Well, shit, chat.
I
This
have no
is
pity for you, Nick. I have pity for Lilith. I have pity for Michael. I have no pity for you.
told you the truth already about how I feel about everything. All right? Nick, I think you're a little bit too hasty. Ash, I think when it comes to all this shit, let's be real. Your friends just happen to be the most hated ones in Seaside. You know? That's just the bullshit that we're dealing with right now. Just like how when I was in the Vagos, people hated it when I would be helping X and shit like that because it would get them into shit or they didn't like the shit that he was doing. You know, it's just the same fucking cup of fucking bullshit every fucking day. All right, but then, like, you know, I dealt with the bullshit. Everybody dealt with the bullshit. Now it's up to you guys to decide as council members, as the people that practically founded Seaside, to see if you want to deal with this shit, all right? Now, I think this whole shit is perfect because now you get to go back. You know, you guys will get to think about the different shit that you're going through. You're going to get snaked by yourselves and by people around you. And then you come to me. We have a little conversation when you're out. And then let's see where everybody wants to float to, okay? Because right now, this is not my shit right now. I don't like this. It's bullshit. So I'm going to bounce. I'm not going to hear what you're going to say because I would not have any reply to it. Goodbye. Channel, let's go. Okay, boys. Now, as fucking usual, okay? As fucking usual. As fucking usual, boys. It's come back down to the few of us, and we have problems once again. Okay? Now, Bodhi,
problem?
I know you are. I know that you have not been with us as long as KJ and JJ have been with me, but I know that you are loyal, okay? And I know you are not just loyal to me, but you are loyal to Seaside, okay? So what I need you guys to do, all right, boys, is get your fucking heads out of your fucking asses, all right? We do not let the ship fucking sink here, boys, okay? But if people decide to jump off the ship, you're not gonna jump in there and save them because they have willingly tried to sink the boat. Okay? You treat people who still want to stay on the boat with the utmost respect, with the most fucking fairness that you can. Okay? Treat them like family till they're not. You get me?
Yeah.
Body, KJ?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm listening.
We need that, okay, boys? Listen, like this is no joke right now. Shit is going sideways. I don't know what people are fucking thinking. Everybody's losing their fucking minds over the smallest shit. But we have to remember
True.
that this is very simple. We have dealt with worse, way worse, and we know what we're fucking doing. It just looks like we don't right now, okay? And that happens every few months. But I just need you guys need to, you know, just remember what you know and act on it, okay? What's up, buddy?
JJ, honest assessment, is Cora gonna leave Seaside?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then we should still talk to her because the talk we would have a point.
This is not the time, guys, okay? Like we do not let the ship sink and do nothing about it. This is not the time to be fully Southside either, KJ, because we have not built that. We have built a different type of gang.
No.
Family, okay?
I know what you're meaning, but the last fucking 3-4 days, I feel like I've been having everything, pulling every string I could to keep this fucking shit floating. I'm gonna be honest with you. And the biggest problem has been Nick and the Ash situation. There is a lot of small shit that comes to surface, you know, like when big things happen, everything comes, all right? And that is an issue as well because nobody fucking talks before, you know, it's on the fucking brink of the end of being eaten by a fucking shark.
But it doesn't make sense to stay there with Ash. I guess we'll see what happens when Benji wakes up. It's sad. It's sad. It is sad. You know, it's always when there's been an issue, you know, it's, you know, Ash has to get over it. Ash has to grow thicker skin. Ash has to put up with it, you know? Deal with it or fuck off. Always. And there's only so many times you can just let it go, and the thing is that if Ash had stayed, it just would have again been saying, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with you treating me this way. I'm okay with the double standard. You know, I'm okay with, you know, my leader, my best friend, you know, being okay with it. But the thing is, you know, you're not. At the end of the day, you know, I'm sure that they'll probably go around and say, oh well, Ash got bit by the snake, the poison, you know, snaked by Hydra. But that was never on the table. That wasn't a thing. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really, honestly, can I tell you guys something? I'm not really having very much fun on Whitelist at the moment.
KJ obviously understands because, you know, he's been a gangster for a while now. You know, he led the Vagos as well. He's gone through a lot of shit. And I feel like a lot of the problems are just basically like people not understanding that we make the gang how we want it to be. And the higher your position is, the more liberties that you're afforded, right? You're the leader. You can make the gang literally how the fuck you want it. You don't like this guy, remove him. You don't like that guy, you have the power to remove them. But instead, I think it became a competition of from what everybody's told me at the very least, okay? It's more like I have a problem, but instead of me fixing it, why don't you search for it, grind for it, do everything you can, exhaust your energy, and fix it for me? You know what I'm saying? And that's fine, but not when you're the leader. I
She
agree.
mentioned one of her points was like people were disrespecting her, and I told her like, who disrespected you? Who? Because if I would have heard that shit, someone disrespected her, like, I mean, she was a leader. She could have said like, okay, motherfucker, like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I'm your leader. You know, like, you just.
No,
I don't know.
there was a point in the prison when she eavesdropped on a conversation between me and Nick, and Nick said something about not respecting her, right? And then she suddenly came out and like caused a fuss and shit like that. And now that you mention it, that is the thing that I think irked her the most. She brought up the whole thing about like, if anybody said that to Benji, everybody would be shooting somebody down. I don't know, man. Like, okay, I don't mean this with any disrespect, okay? And I mean this in like the nicest way possible. And it's honestly not an insult. What you said there, I think we in Seaside, the people that founded it, and a lot of the people in the council, we knew that Ash wasn't ready to like lead like a gang thing, like full head on, right? But the thing that she never realized, I guess, now that she's not here anymore, is the fact that everybody on this council and all of you pretty much gave her a free pass on growing into it. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody knew that there were holes in leadership. I have holes in leadership. KJ has them too. Everybody has them. You know, there's no gang that doesn't have a problem. You know, like even from the top to the bottom, you know, we've seen all the biggest gangs crumble, and you know, they've all had their issues. And she just never saw the fact that we were giving her that respect. The fact that from being somebody that was just walking around the south side, just visiting while I was in the Vagos, just chilling out, hanging out, saying hi to everybody, she became a gang leader of a lot of people that are, you know, can do a lot of different shit. From not doing any jobs, from being a civilian, she had access to any high level job that she wanted. She could be a part of all of it. She chose not to be until the oil rig. And if she wanted to do anything, she could have done it, but she just didn't want to. You know, and I guess that's that.
What it is, what it is.
No, but let's face it. If for me, in the end, if people are happier this way, you know, if I really like, you know, a lot of people in Seaside. I would say everyone now, because the ones that obviously had a problem, you know, and already left. So,
wait, are you
what?
Happier?
I am fucking happier. I am.
What to hear, man?
I am happier. You know why? Because I feel free for some weird reason, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like I'd be having this conversation. I'd be having this conversation with you guys right now. Let's say we gotta go do a job. If Ash was there, I would step up to her and be like, "You gonna be okay? Do you want to come along with us for the job? Do you want to do anything? Do you need anything? Do you need the boys to help you?" And I feel like now I'm just like, fuck it. I do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, talk your
Hell
shit.
yes,
You know,
sir.
Shut the fuck up, Draco.
talk your shit, Benji.
You know what I'm saying?
I like to hear.
Just fucking. I ain't got no problems with anybody, man. And I know that the people that should have gotten shot, like fucking Rex and Han, already got shot, right? Am I correct about that?
Yeah, we shot him and then we chucked them in the ocean.
But apparently, Hydra was there collecting them afterwards.
Yep.
No, of course. Ash was
But
probably
did you
with
hear
them.
They tried to put cameras and shit so Ash could listen in and whatnot. Rex tried to grow a pair of balls overnight. Was like yelling at everyone, trying to be all tough and shit. It was mad. Like, I don't know. Rex was just like so out of fucking whack.
Oh, I mean, like Rex and Han probably gonna try and join Hydra as well. I'm sure they'd be great additions. No, I don't give a fuck, boys. We ain't got time for people that don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? We never forget where we come from. It's as simple as that. We don't forget where we come from, bro. That's why we don't disrespect people we fucking that helped brought us up, bro.
You want to know something?
What's up?
That was a flawless victory for me. I didn't go down even once. I think that's the first war ever.
Happy, Yash. Good shit.
Good shit. That's cold.